Welcome back, it's me, Lou. Today we are going to do something a lot different. We are taking a look at this, the BMC Toys Mars Base Camp, 1950s plastic space age sci-fi accessories. And this is for classic army men. It includes 24 pieces. Okay, so what is this? Alright, so for many of you growing up, you might be familiar with green plastic army men. I happen to have a baggie of some right here. So a lot of you growing up, maybe like in the 70s and 80s, you know, this might strike a chord with you. These tiny little green army men that we all kind of grew up with. You know, these were these kind of toys that would really let your imagination run wild. And I kind of discovered these on Amazon. These are accessories that are in scale with green army men. So if you're big into, like, I don't know, setting up dioramas, or if you're one of the tabletop gamers who've actually developed the rules and use your green army men for like war games or skirmish games, this makes great terrain pieces to outfit your battle map. Alright, so let's get started. Like I said, the theme of this one is Mars Base. So it's all like sci-fi kind of like terrain. Give me a moment. There we go. Whoops. So this includes 24 different pieces. Now keep in mind, this is only an accessory set that's filled with terrain. It does not include any actual army men. Right, so here was the card insert. BMC Toys, Classic Army Men, Collector Series, Mars Base, 1950s, Plastic Space Age Accessories. And on the back, they also make an Alien Jungle accessory set. And over here, this kind of details what some of the pieces are, and also sticker placement. As you can see, it comes with some it comes with some stickers to apply to the accessories. Okay, let's start with some of these pieces. First off, there's an observatory, which is this piece here. Here's the observatory. And the observatory has, I believe this is the top piece. It's part of the roof. So if you're familiar with an observatory, most of the time they have like a telescope inside, and then the roof kind of like retracts. So, you know, you can imagine that maybe there's an observatory on Mars, and then, you know, this moves aside, and then there's a telescope inside that you can imagine so they can look at the stars and whatnot. It's very sci-fi in its design. It's kind of like a gray silver. It has that really smooth aesthetic that we saw like during the 1950s and 1960s. This is kind of like their envisioning of what the future would be like. Up next we have the, I don't know what this is. It says here this is a rocket. Or at least the rocket sticker is applied to this. It looks kind of like more of a dome shape. You know, you can use your imagination and just say that maybe it's like an alien outpost of some sort. Kind of weird. Over here we have some gas canisters. As you can see, there's stickers for all the different materials stored inside, hydrogen, fluorine, there's danger, keep away, and there's oxygen. So this piece is for all the different, I don't know, gases or like fuels. You can imagine that maybe it's a fuel station. And then here's the hoses that plug into the top. Cool display piece. Over here we have, it looks like this might be some sort of like, I don't know, like a drawer case. Like, oh, there's all these different drawers for storage. So you have launching fuel, disintegrator, rocket repair, atom bombs, supply tower. So I believe in this situation, you know, you could probably imagine that this is stored like maybe like in a launch pad or a hangar facility. Maybe where they do maintenance on the rockets or the, you know, lunar craft. This over here appears to be some sort of tower. According to the guide here, these top pieces are speakers, and then the high voltage sticker goes on the bottom. So there's sticker pieces here for the speakers right there, and then the high voltage. So you could place the speakers there. So you can imagine that this tower is maybe placed or situated in the middle of your outpost or base. This is how it's like essentially like the PA system, where they communicate with the rest of the staff and members of the facility. We have, what else do we have here? It says here dash. This appears to be some sort of like, maybe like communications array or radar dish. Here's the console. Here's the radar. And where's the... Alright, looks like I might be missing a piece. Oh no, it's right here. Okay, so the radar attaches to this bracket here. There's two pegs on the top and bottom. You just plug them in. And then this plugs into the top of the console right there. And then this gives you your communications outpost, you know. So if your astronauts or lunar men need to communicate with maybe like an oncoming craft, or, you know, to reach another outpost. What else do we got? We got a bunch of other pieces, not sure what they are. Alright, so there's this. And this looks like this might be like some sort of spotlight. You know, you could probably put this on like a guard tower. So if there's any, I don't know, alien invaders or whatever, you could like shine a spotlight on them. And then we have some terrain bits here. You know, these look like this random things that you could like field onto your battle map or your diorama. This appears to be a telescope. So again, maybe something for the outpost watchtower. Maybe the guy on lookout has this is his means of like seeing if anything's coming on the horizon. Very sci-fi 1950s, 1960s looking, kind of like random, you know, stack of dishes on top of some sort of pole. You know, you could maybe pretend this is like an antenna of some sort. Another random kind of looking thing. Don't know what this is. You know, use your imagination. And then this thing looks like some sort of like, I don't know, laser gun or cannon. Again, maybe you could like outfit this onto the top of like your guard tower. Looks like a simple bowl. I believe this doesn't really do anything. Maybe it attaches to something else. Oh, I take it back. Right, so this bowl attaches to the back of the spotlight. For the spotlight, here's the front of the lamp, and then this is the back end. You just plug it in. Then you have your spotlight. It's kind of like the bat signal, you know, that's mounted on the roof. And then all these remaining red pieces, these look like barricades. I think they're barricades. Yeah, these are barricades. Some random benches. Another computer console, and there's actually a sticker for the screen, which I believe is this one here. The sticker is of the planet Earth, and you just put it on the console right there on the screen. We have a board and an easel, and I believe the sticker that goes on that is this kind of like diagram and blueprint of the rocket. So you can mount that onto the board and easel. There's a simple ladder. It's on a base. This piece kind of worries me. The plastic is kind of somewhat flexible, but I think my big concern here is that the connection point is really just, you know, it's kind of dainty and thin. So my big fear is that this would probably, you know, maybe stress mark, excuse me, it might stress mark or like snap off if it's handled too roughly. We have a desk, so for the pencil pushers on the military outpost, you know, they could have somewhere that they could work off of. This looks like maybe a file cabinet. And some sort of chair. It seems like it's missing something. Okay, so yeah, here's a chair. It almost looks like some sort of weird like barbershop chair or like a dental chair. Snap this in place. You know, you can imagine like maybe this is like the captain's chair on the deck of a spaceship or something. And you get a simple four-legged chair right here, nothing fancy. You know, this is probably to accompany the desk here. So yeah, pretty cool. Love the fact that it comes with these stickers. Again, if you're curious about this, this is made by BMC Toys. I purchased this on Amazon. I can't remember the price off the top of my head. Maybe like anywhere between $13 and $15, possibly. So if you're like really into like these Green Army men, it's cool that, you know, they make, you know, accessories for them. You know, fun diorama pieces that are in scale. Now let's kind of like sort these out so you can get a nice overall look at all the different pieces that are included in the set. You know, we have this thing here. We have the observatory. Radar. It's kind of like communications array. So it's like a radar dish. Tower with speakers. Another. So it's like there's like a computer console. File cabinet. A pair of barricades over here. Ladder. Random scatter bits right here. We have a spotlight, telescope. This almost looks like an old camera, like a film reel camera. We have an easel. desk, some benches, two pairs of benches, and some nice looking chair piece. I'll put this right here. And I don't know what this is, maybe some sort of ray gun or something. Normal desk chair for this guy here. Let's get this into focus. Alright, so yeah, if you're into Green Army Men, you know, and you love, I don't know, playing with these or putting them on display or like setting up dioramas, it's fun that they give you options to like provide accessories. Like I mentioned before, this does not include these guys here. It's simply just the terrain bits. So, you know, you're going to have to supply your own Army Men. But I think this is a wonderful set. Anyone, I think, that's really into this kind of stuff would love to have something like this. There's different themes, like I mentioned. You know, there's a jungle theme. And if you go on Amazon and you just do a search for this kind of stuff, they make all sorts of crazy things. They make outposts. There's like more terrain, like barbed wired fences. There's buildings. You know, there's tanks. There's boats. You know, so with these Green Army Men, it's fun. They're cheap. They're affordable. And, you know, if you have, you know, kids that are into this kind of stuff, like I said, this is the kind of toys that really allow your imagination to run wild. Right, so with that being said, once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, thank you so much for continued likes, comments, and support. I greatly appreciate it. So, until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one.